Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya Taylor, and I'm back with another video. This is the review of Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 5, Episode 5. The title is It's All About Who You Know. Because we all know that Andy's trying to find whoever she know just to bun Sabrina out of jail. So, free my girl Sabrina and also Maurice. Now we're going to start the episode off with Andy in the hallway. She's peeking inside of Robin's office because Gary is in there. And Hayden, come to find out, he done set up a meeting for Gary and Robin to be in one room with each other. And he walked up to Andy to let her know that he was the mastermind behind the meeting. And she should be nervous right now because ain't no telling what they end up saying about you. And just doing a whole lot of that. So Andy, she was telling him to basically roll up on her face. And next thing you know, Fatima, she popped up. Okay? Fatima, aka Andy's security guard, let me say that. She popped up. And then Hayden, he ran off. So Fatima, she informed Andy that Zach is going to see Karen tonight. And Miss Lisa invited Zach and Aaron over there to visit with Karen because of, something that she got going plotted up. And she also invited Fatima. So that's what Fatima had to let Andy know. So Andy was like, I don't think that's a good idea. And Fatima was like, girl, I didn't have no plans on going over there, no way. So Andy was like, yeah, that's good because especially if Karen I'm supposed to be stressing right now. Same thing I said. Why is any of this going on right now if Karen I'm supposed to be stressing? Why can't she just do what the doctor recommended her to do, which is go home, lay down, get some rest? We can do all this later, Miss Lisa. Like, why now? It's just not good timing. But Andy told her that she was gonna go in there and find out what Robin and Gary was talking about after the meeting. So back in Robin's office, Gary is telling Robin basically that we need to have a talk. So have a seat. Robin said, no, I stand. Clearly, like, that's that man's office. He ain't none of Andy. You can't roll up in his office and call the shots the way you do Andy. Get that right. So, meanwhile, Gary up in there trying to get some straightening. But really, he the one that got straightened. Because he was telling Robin that Andy, I know you and her been fooling around. And she might have a little fun with you for a little while, but she gonna always come back to me. So it's best that you just respect the boundaries. So Robin, he said she ain't got no ring on her finger. And a ring represents boundaries. And I'm just like, first of all, Robin, if you really felt like a ring represented boundaries, then you would have left Andy alone when you first met her because she had a ring on her finger. Secondly, Gary, clearly boundaries don't mean nothing to you, and neither does a ring, because you stepped over all of your boundaries when it came down to Jasmine. Yeah, that ring she had on her finger meant nothing to you. So yeah, neither one of these men care about boundaries, so please, give it up. Anyways, Gary, he had the nerve to tell Robin talking about some, oh, you want to keep standing so that I can see how tall you is. What? Huh? Make some sense of it. But anyways, so Robin showed Gary the door and told him that anything that you have to communicate with me about, business-wise, we can go through Hayden. So have a good day. And next thing you know, Gary walked inside of Andy's office and asking her Was she gonna see Robin later on? And she was like, maybe. And he was like, well, can I see you afterwards? And she was like, I don't know, I'll give you a call. So she shook him off. And next thing you know, she went in there to talk to Robin. Y'all. Andy enters into Robin's office and she sat down and asked him for a favor. And Robin was like, you always need a favor, huh? So Andy, she was like, well, my friend, she got arrested and a witness apparently saying that she had something to do with a bank robbery when really she did nothing. So Robin, he was like, you know what, Andy? I thought you were different. So Andy like, where are you getting it? Like, where's all this coming from? And he was like, and you know what? I thought you had better quality in men as well. Yeah. Did you sleep with the janitor here? What's his name? Paris? I'm like, right. I hope you don't think that you are better quality in men. Is that what you're getting at? Because clearly, for one, you was all after Andy when she had a ring on her finger. And then, on top of that, you barely knew her when you was in your hotel room having sex with a call girl. She knocked at the door and you invited her in to have sex, to join y'all in sex. So, honestly, Robin, you are no different than Andy. While you up there trying to judge her and make it seem like she's low quality. You're low quality. Okay? Let's get that right. So, and I wish Andy would have told him that. I wish she would have checked him for that, but she probably would have lost her job. So, I don't blame her for staying quiet about it. Leave it alone. Anyways, Andy, she was like, who told you that? Or whatever. So, he was like, yeah, I found out you had a reputation, and frankly, I'm kind of embarrassed that I didn't know about it or whatever. So, Andy, she like, what? Reputation? Y'all. Mm-mm-mm. So, after that, Robin told her that he was not going to help her with Sabrina. And next time you want to come speak to me, you better set an appointment with my assistant to speak to me. And he gonna end it somebody, yes sir. Girl, if you don't drop that sir, because I wouldn't even gave him the satisfaction. But anyways, now Andy is back inside of her office when Fatima comes in to invite her over after work because she has some family members that's coming by. So Andy turned it down and she was like, she's good. And Fatima was like, what's wrong with you? Because she noticed that something was wrong with Andy. So Andy, she's sitting there like, Sabrina's in jail and it's nothing that I can do. I can't find anyone to help me. And I just don't know what to do. So Fatima like, what happened? How did she get arrested? So Andy, she telling Fatima that she got pinned for the bank robbery situation. And Fatima, she looking like, it ain't true, is it? So Andy was like, no, Sabrina would not do that. And so Fatima started telling her, Fatima asked her, was Robin gonna help? Like, can you get some help from Robin? So Andy, she must start talking about about Sabrina when the whole time you sitting in that office crying like a baby because of what Robin said to you. Yeah. Don't let nobody like Robin make you feel less than. If you don't wipe them damn tears up and really figure out how you gonna help Sabrina, because you sitting there worrying about Robin and what he think of you. Look at him. He ain't no different. I mean, he might not be screwing the janitor, but he's screwing cowgirls. So how can he judge you? Either way, Fatima told her that she got a cousin that can help her, and that she can come over to her house and meet up with her cousin and get some help because her cousin know everybody. So Andy, she was like, okay, I trust you. And I'm like, Andy, as much shade you throw at Fatima, because the way she moves is always on some illegal stuff. She never moves legitimately, basically. So I'm just trying to figure out why you didn't question her about who her cousin is and is this legal or illegal? Because you already know how Fatima get down. But instead, Andy, she just took her up on the offer. And she went on over there. So by the time Andy made it over there, her and Fatima, they seen Deja standing outside. And so they would start walking up to Deja, and Fatima had a package for her. And Deja, when she got up to Fatima, Fatima was like, how your arm feeling? She said, oh, I'm good. So she started reaching her hand out, trying to shake Andy's hand. And Andy, she was like, what are you trying to show me? And Fatima, Andy was like, who is this? And Fatima said, somebody that's gonna be in a body bag. And I'm like, Fatima, first, you run around here about to catch assault charges. Now you talking about murder charges. Like, calm down. This girl got you that pressed? Like, she shouldn't have you that pressed, Fatima, if you know for sure that your man ain't even looking at her. If you know for sure that your man ain't even about to look that way, this girl shouldn't even have you that pressed. And another thing I would like to say is, I don't like the fact that Zach know Fatima is uncomfortable with Deja, and he still have her living directly next door. Like, I don't understand why out of all the houses that he owned in the neighborhood that he owned the houses in, out of all these houses, why is Deja in the one directly next door? Like, I mean, I feel like he could have pulled some strings. He the landlord. His soon-to-be wife is uncomfortable with this girl. And you mean to tell me you placed her where your soon-to-be wife has to look at her almost every day whenever they're leaving out of their homes? And she has to worry about you going over there on some sneaky link. So, to me, Deja got Fatima pressed enough to the point where she literally printed out a story at work for Deja to read. So Fatima all at work with Deja on her mind. Like, girl, let me find out Deja got condos in your head. You shouldn't be that pressed. You really shouldn't. And that's why I say Zach honestly needs to really set Deja straight. Not on no playful, trying to be nice and, no, he needs to really set her straight. So, now we see Karen back at her house. She walks out the room. She's finally done with her letters, and she sit down with her mom. And she's discussing with her mom how nervous she is about being a mom and how she just want to be the best mom. She want to be the same way Miss Lisa was to her, and Miss Lisa was like, "Girl, please be better than me." I know that's right. So she was like, "Look at these pictures." She passed Karen a book of baby pictures. She was like, "I don't think you ever seen these." And I'm thinking in my head, why haven't she ever seen them? Like, you've been sitting on these pictures for all these years and you ain't never showed it to her? Like, okay. But anyways, that's besides the point. Knock. Miss Lisa goes to the door. She answers the door, and it's Aaron in his tight ass attire. So he walks inside, and he had to ask Karen for a hug. I was like, hey, you should know that this girl don't even like you like that. If you had to literally ask her for a hug, she should have been getting up hugging you off dump. If she was really feeling you, like, to me, Aaron just desperate when it comes down to Cameron, and it's just not a good look. But anyway, he sit down and they chit chat or whatever while they still waiting on Zach to get there. Meanwhile, Danny, she's at the airport and she's still worried about Sabrina. And Andy has already told her that she wasn't going to be able to get any help from Robin, so she really don't know what she's going to do. And clearly, I guess she's just going to mingle around in the meantime, because she done called up the dude with the drunken baby mama. She done called him up to offer him out on a date to Olives. I believe that's where she said that she wanted to go. And she was like, make sure your pocket's deep or whatever she said to the man, but either way it go, I'm like, girl, you called him up, offering him on a date. Talking about make sure your pocket's deep. Either way, Danny, you should know that that man ain't finna be watching you pay for your own meal. But then again, I don't know, because hell, clearly Logan, ain't that his name from the airport? Yeah, clearly Logan walked up out of there and she had to pay for her own meal over there at the restaurant with the double date with Sabrina and Brooman. So ain't no telling. That's probably why Danny had to make sure. Like, look, okay, because the last dude, he left me sitting there with the check. I need to know, is your pockets deep? You gonna pay for this? So hey, when I look at it that way, I can't blame Danny. But either way, she finna go out with this guy, and I'm just like, why? I understand you trying to have your hot girl song, but girl, why would you want these type of problems? This ain't the hot girl route that you should be trying to take, okay? Dang. But anyways, now where we at? Danny had Q at the airport harassing her, and she still don't know that this the dude the whole time. This him the whole time. He the reason why you worried about Sabrina. He the reason why Sabrina where she at. So I just wonder how that's gonna go whenever she do find out that Q is behind all of this. And I'm sure he won't be at the airport for too long. And I'm just trying to figure out why she was talking about gonna tell Q, talking about, you high? Oh yeah, you won't be here long. Because they drug test. And I'm like, well hell, Danny, as long as you done been there, if they was drug testing, why you still with a job? Because clearly you smoke every day. So I don't know, that was funny to me. But now, knock, back at Cameron's house. Zach shows up at the door. Miss Lisa answers the door and greets Zach with a hug. And he was like, oh, we hugging? I thought you was mad at me. So She told him to come on in there and fix a plate. Zach was like, look, I ain't come here to eat, break bread, or none of that. I just came here to discuss what we gotta discuss and put it to the past so I can move on and go back home. And Miss Lisa, she wasn't trying to hear none of that. She told him to go grab a plate. Quit playing. So uh Miss Lisa was talking about she had mistaken person in front of Aaron, and she was talking about, oh, excuse me, I'm just me being me. And I'm like, Miss Lisa, let's not act like Aaron actually moves like a preacher anyway. Like, he really don't. So I don't even understand why we really upholding this preacher storyline when we haven't even seen a church yet. Like, we haven't even seen a Bible in Aaron's hand. Hell. So I just don't even understand. But anyways, what we at now? So Zach, he didn't want to greet Aaron. He was acting like he was bothered. So was Karen. The only people that wasn't bothered was Aaron and Miss Lisa. They was ready for the party. But we didn't get to hear what Karen wrote down on the letters this episode. But I'm pretty sure we will get to hear it next episode. And either way, I just feel like it's a lot of pressure. So I just don't understand why we gotta do it right now when she don't supposed to be stressed. That don't add up to me. So it's just like, Miss Lisa, right now you really not serving the purpose. You really not. You're not serving the purpose at this moment. I mean, I'm pretty sure all Karen needs you for right now is to just cook her a meal and be there for her. That's it. That's it. All this inviting company and trying to, force her to write a letter before 8 o'clock. It's just too much. It's too much. But we'll see how that go on next week's episode. But now back at Zach's place, Fatima is waiting on her cousin, and her friend walks in first. Come to find out that her friend worked in Andy's building, and her friend is the same friend off of Fatima. I forgot her name, but I know she was dating the Asian guy on Fatima. But she works in Andy's building. And she comes first, and then next thing you know, here comes Fatima's cousin, which is Madam. She done pulled up from All Queen's Men, okay, over there, the sisters. And she come in and hug Fatima, and she look at Andy, she introduced herself. And y'all, I just wonder how Madam gonna get it popping over there on Sistas, because on the previews, they done popped up at Deja door. Okay? And Madam needs to speak to her. And I'm just like, once again, Fatima, it took you to call your cousin, your gangster cousin, to come and scare Deja away from Zach in order for her to leave Zach alone. Basically take you serious. In order for her to take you serious. Whenever Zach could have did that himself. That's just how I see it. Like, it should not have taken Fatima to call her gangster cousin to come and straighten up Deja. When Zach should have straightened up Deja and made Deja respect his relationship. That's how I see it. Like, no. I feel like Fatima give that not Deja. Fatima gives Zach too much slack. And what it is he really needs to stand up and get serious about that Deja girl harassing him. Because that really does bother Fatima. She's all at work with Deja on her mind, printing stories out and shit. Like, girl. I just feel like he is kind of letting it be what it is, and I don't like it. I feel like he needs to fix it. he needs to really straighten her and be serious about it. Because I'm pretty sure when Madam shows up to Deja's door, she's not gonna be playing around with her like Zach doing. All that. Man, you know my girl crazy. You know she crazy. Come on, Deja, come on. Like, chill out. Just chill out. Madam not doing it. And that's why Deja isn't taking Zach serious, because Zach ain't taking Zach serious. He gotta take his relationship serious first in order for her to take it serious and respect it. And that's all I'm saying. So I just feel like Fatima needs to kind of really tighten Zach up and stop trying to tighten all these women up out here. She needs to tighten him up. And I don't care who don't like what I said. But either way, y'all can hop down in the comments and we can talk about it there. But until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl Toya Telly. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a good night. Peace.